Good. Nice and slow today. Some spinal flexion, nice shoulder release, maybe get into some hips. You might top it up with a little meditation and some quiet time before we get before we start, any areas of the body that need some extra loving today?
Everywhere.
Everywhere. All right, comfortable seat, however that looks for you. And then if you're comfortable as well, blinking your eyes closed or focusing them softly in front of you. Let's begin taking a few deep breaths together, settling into this space. And start by breathing all the way out and deeply. And then breathe in nice and slow through the nose. And exhale just as slow through the mouth. Into the nose. And out through the mouth. Continue that gentle breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. If you'd like to start layering on with each inhale, sit up a little bit taller, lengthening the spine. And with each exhale, feel the shoulders soften down your sides. A couple more like that. Bring back to the beach. You're welcome to keep the eyes closed and just listen to the guidance of my voice. This time, as you inhale, maybe sweep your hands up, overhead, reach your fingertips high, lengthen the spine even more. Bring your right hand to the mat, find a gentle side body stretch as you exhale, sweeping the left arm up and over. You can go as deep as you want to here. Take a breath in and stay for the breath out. Inhale both hands to the sky, stretch it cold. Left hand comes down, catch the ground, right arm up and over. Deep breath in. And stay for the breath out. Inhale, roll arms up to the sky. Find a gentle back bend. Maybe you look up, bring the elbows wide, open through the chest. Breathe it in. And stay for the breath out. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, bring your hands through your heart space. Let them rest on your knees. We're just going to roll back into a seated cat posture. Roll, tuck your chin towards your chest. Breathe all the way out. And then inhale, go ahead and roll forward. Press the chest forward. Shoulders open up. And one more of each. Exhale, roll back into your seat. And inhale, come on forward. Go ahead and release that here. Shake out through the shoulders. If you need to reposition your seat, that's not feeling so good anymore, you are welcome to come up to this posture. Gonna do a little bit more, getting into those twists as promised. Inhale, sweep your hands up to the sky. Take your right arm back, stroke all the way back behind you. Let your head rest. And then left hand maybe comes to that right knee. Turn the shoulders towards the right side of the room. And maybe look over your right shoulder as well. Pause here for a few breaths. While we're in our twist, I want you to make sure you're still able to breathe in fully. If you find that inhale is getting cut off, just exit the twist a tiny little bit, making room in your belly. On your own pace, one more breath in. And with your exhale, spin back towards the center. Roll the shoulders up and back. Back and forward. Inhale, sweep your hands up. Left hand is going to sweep back this time. Open up through that shoulder as you roll. And then right hand maybe comes to that left knee. Shoulders turn to the left of the room. Sitting up nice and tall, maybe turn, look over the left shoulder. Pause and breathe. And your pace, you one more breath in. A slow exhale back to center. Shoulders roll out once more. And good. Inhale, stick your hands up overhead. Interlace the fingers and press your palms to the sky. Stretch it out like you're waking up first thing in the morning. Maybe find a little bit of a back bend if that feels good in the body today. And then folding at the hips, come forward until your hands want to come to the ground. Just finding a gentle forward fold here. You go ahead and walk your hands back to your seat. We're going to transition to all fours to your tabletop position. Take your time there. Stack your wrists underneath your shoulders. Spread all 10 fingers nice and wide and put that pressure in your fingers rather than your wrist point. Stack your knees beneath your hips. Lengthen the spine. Deep breath in. You know where we're going with the breath out. Round through the spine. Find your cat posture. Tuck the chin towards the chest. And push your hands away. Breathe out. Slow and controlled breath in. Drops the belly. Lift the chin. Lift the tailbone. Really stretch to the front line of the body. Now match the movement with the breath. Exhale round through the spine. Inhale, drop the belly. Move at your own pace here. A couple breaths. Pause if you'd like to. Move a little bit more fluidly if you'd like to. One more of each. Finish with an exhale. Breathe it all out. And come back to a nice neutral spine. Bring your knees to the edges of your mat. Maybe your feet come a little bit closer, and let's sink back to child's pose for a moment. Hips come toward your heels. Walk your fingertips towards the front of your mat. Let the belly and chest cover. Take a couple more breaths here. And a couple options. If you'd like to stay extended in a classic child's pose, this is an awesome place to stay. As promised, though, I want to get a little side body action, some flexion. So if you want a side body stretch here, take your fingertips, walk them off the right side of your mat. Keep the lower body the same. Feel the space all the way from your left pinky down your arm, right side or left side body. Maybe you start to feel it a little bit to the left foot as well. Full breath in. Stay for the breath out. Slowly walk your hands towards center. You can pause and take a breath here if you want, or slowly transition right to the other side if you're ready for that. Mindfully set up as you did on the other side, seeking something that feels the same. Noticing where you feel this, and then take a deep breath in. And stay for the breath out. One more breath in together. And stay for the breath out. When you're ready, walk your hands back towards midline. And pause for a couple of breaths. And stay in child's pose as long as you'd like. If you'd like a little bit more movement, let's come back up to all fours together. We've done this one before. It's cat-cow with the extended leg, so getting a little bit of hip opening as well. Starting with whichever leg you'd like. Extend it right from your hip. If the knee on the ground is taking a little bit too much, maybe roll your yoga mat over for a little bit more cushion. And then when you're ready, find your breath in. And with the exhale, you round through the spine. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, round. And drop. One more of each. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Awesome. Back to a neutral spine. Mindfully switch out those legs here. And when you're ready, go ahead and find your breath in. Breath out, round the spine. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. One more of each. And we're ready back to your tabletop. You can stay in tabletop if you want. If you want a little bit of a hamstring stretch, let's pop up to a downward facing dog. Just for a moment. You could stay in tabletop or drop to child's pose if you want a little bit more of a passive practice. In this down dog, I want you to spread your fingertips wide and press through all 10 of them, taking the pressure off of your wrists. If your legs are tight, let's give them a little bit of a break by bending the knees generously. And you might be a little tight through the neck and shoulders, so gently turn the head no. Gently shake the head yes. Awesome. Tip your tailbone high to the sky. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it all go. Slowly bring your knees down to the mat one by one. And then knees can be together or apart for this child's pose. Your choice. Sink your hips back. Elongate through the spine. Take as many breaths as you need to here. When you're ready to come back to a seat, got a few more postures we can cycle through together. Come up, roll out through the shoulders a couple times. Find your breath. Inhale, sweep your hands up overhead. Exhale, find a back bend. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, hands to your heart space. All right, so a couple layers to add on to this next one. I'll show you where we're headed, but I do want to give some modifications as we go to kind of love your body. And if this is not your jam today, that's okay. So we're going to do a big chest opener called camel pose. And it's kind of all the way up, pressing the chest forward. So let me actually hand out blocks real quick. So to be the most helpful for support. One of them time. And then you can just start where you are right now, as we did earlier in class with those like big, wide stroke openings through the shoulders. I'll practice a couple of those on each side. Warming up the shoulder space. Blocks, you can place them behind you. That's where they're going to end up going. Okay. All right, like I said, with each one, we're going to add on just a little bit. So keeping these blocks back behind, kind of right about here, maybe a little bit wider. Maybe a good place for you to go. So take your right hand first. Let's open up. See if you can find a block, maybe place the hand between. And then we're just going to bring it right back forward. Two more like that. Inhale, right on up and back. Down. Right on up and forward. Working a little bit of that mobility. And come on. Right on into the left side. Left arm. Big open swing. Really feel it through the shoulder area. Two more. And back. Again. Right. You can stay seated on your heels if you'd like to. If you want to come up and do this from your knees, if it feels good in your knees, that's a good option as well. But I'm going to ask you to move the block between the feet. I know it seems weird, trust me here. And then if you're up here, work on your knees, squeeze the block between the ankles. It's going to give you a little bit more stability through your walk. Right. We're not going to do all three of them unless you want on each side. Right arm's going to come up and back and really feel that reach and open. Maybe fingertips sweep down towards that block. Good. And then come up and forward. Left arm this time. Reach up, reach back, reach down. Nice work. All right, before we do the full one, let's reach both hands up and find a goal post. Reach your back end as far as you'd like to. Now, if you're feeling a little bit of tightness in your back, I want you to skip the full posture. What you can do instead is bring your hands to your back pockets. Put some support there with your hands, and then just lean into it here. Might be a little bit safer in the body today. If you'd like to try this full variation, together let's reach our hands up. We can do both hands together, maybe one at a time. Reach for those blocks. Maybe reach for your heels. Lift the chest up. Squeeze the heel on that block. Lots of little movements here. Big breath in. Stay for the breath out. Slowly sink your hips towards your heels or the block. What's left? No more. All right. Let's go ahead and do one more pass through that. So now you know what it feels like. Inhale, sweep both hands up. Find your lower back if you'd like to, or open up, reach for those blocks. Nice and steady. Strong core here. Breathe through the chest and belly. Breathe it out. Sink the hips down. Find a child's pose variation that works for you. Giving yourself a release through the spine. Walk your fingertips nice and high to the top of the mat. If this was tight through your shoulders, using those blocks, just place them right underneath your hands. This might give a little bit of lift and opening to the chest and shoulders that you didn't know you needed. And breathe. Breath in through the nose. Breath out through the mouth. One more deep breath in. And back up. Rise up to all fours. If you'd like a little cat-cow in between, you can find that. But we are going to come onto our backs for the final sequence of the session. So take your time coming on to. Done a lot of back bending, so now we're going to do some forward punching. So go ahead when you're ready. Not like abs or anything. Don't worry about that. Bring your knees towards your chest. Give them a little squeeze. Some of you might go to rock side to side. Maybe some of you like a little roll up and down the spine. And some movement if you'd like. And then in the next couple moments, settle your way into stillness, keeping the knees towards the chest. Feeling as your breath settles a little bit. Feeling as the body continues to soften. You want a little bit of a hip flexor stretch. Let's keep that right knee close and extend the left leg. Maybe foot comes to the ground. Maybe left leg goes long. Notice where you feel this in your body and send your next inhale to that part of your body. Breathe it in. And with this exhale, feel that part of your body soften. Breathe into awareness. And breathe out to softness. Deep breath in. Gentle breath out. This feels good and you'd like to stay here, you are welcome. If you'd like some more twisting here today, take your right knee and slowly guide it across midline. Your yoga block is there, maybe to place underneath that top knee. Might feel a little bit more comfortable for you today. Find your variation. Maybe right arm stretches out wide, and you look and turn over the right shoulder for that full spinal flexion. Find your depth. And then along with that breath practice with your inhale, notice where you feel this in the body. And with your exhale, invite yourself to soften and relax just a little bit more. Stay here if this feels good. You're ready to transition. Let's take a deep breath in together. Stay for the breath out. Bring your hands back to your right knee. And before we switch out legs, I want to do one more full posture. Take the right knee and just drive it out towards the outer line of the body. Yep, you guys got it, kind of like your right armpit area. And notice maybe a little inner groin stretch. Maybe you got a little more tension on that left outer thigh, outer hip. One more breath in here. Breath out, bring that knee back to center. Left leg comes up, give yourself a squeeze. And let's balance it on the other side. Extend the right leg to your depth. Find your breath. Left knee squeezes in nice and tight. We've got plenty of time as we build on each level of this, but if you'd like to go right into your twist, nobody's stopping you. And deep breath in, noticing where you feel this in your body. Giving yourself permission to release. You've not yet found your twist. We're going to go there together, taking the left knee slowly across the body, maybe placing it on the yoga block or the ground. Left arm can come out as wide as you'd like. And head can turn as far left as you'd like. Breath in. Stay for the breath out. Slowly roll yourself down to the ground, keeping the left knee in tight. Remember, we're going to go to the outer line of the body for just a couple breaths here. Noticing again where you feel this shape, how this feels different. Breathe in and back out. Inhale, bring both knees back towards the chest. If you like, bring your forehead up towards your knees. Give yourself a big squeeze here. Strength of your core pulls you up. Breathe in nice and tight. Bringing your awareness to every muscle in the body. And as you exhale, you release. Let go of that hold. Find any shape, any posture, any stretch that your body maybe still needs to find a release. But know that you have earned this rest. You earned this space. Pick it up. Continue with any breath that serves you. Know that the time now is just be and breathe. Know that it may be one of the more difficult parts of class because nobody's telling you what to do. Trust yourself. Trust your breath. I'll be here to guide us in just a few moments. Ready. Begin with small little movements through the fingers and toes. Bringing your awareness slowly back to the body. Wrists, ankles, waist up by rolling them out. Maybe you gently turn the head side to side, reawakening the muscles in the neck and shoulders. And then once you're ready, you can point the toes and stretch your hands up overhead, full long body stretch. And make your way to one side to press yourself up to your seat. Nice and tall. We'll close out with the breath together. Inhale, extend your heads up overhead, lengthen your spine as tall as you have yet today. And your hands come together over your heart space. Place your left hand on your heart, right hand over the left. Feel the beat for a moment. May there be peace in the mind, strength in the body, and love in the heart. Namaste.
Go through all your